Hi, I'm Carolyn and I'm a member of Influencer.com. And Influencer.com is a website which sends its members free samples for testing purposes. So once we receive those complimentary samples, we test them and then we review them. And that's what I'm doing today. Influencer.com sent me a complimentary, for testing purposes, sample of Dr. Scholl's Active Series Insoles. The text on my video does appear backwards. Sorry about that, but this is what the box looks like. And this is the woman's size. And then this is what the actual insole looks like. Here's the part where you would put your foot, and then this is what would hit the ground on the inside of your shoe. So you might already notice some differences between this and your basic insole that you find at most drugstores, which, by the way, this is available at drugstores as well, but it's a step up from insoles that you might have seen before, and I'll explain why. So you can see on this side there's a triple zone protection. There are different parts to it, and they have very specific functions. So you can kind of see that this heel, first of all, is like really deep and cupped. So most insoles are just kind of flat and they might have gel, but they're not really shaped. This one is very shaped. And what it says about the heel is that it absorbs impact, yet is very responsive, and that it's a deep cup to absorb impact with every step. And I can tell you from wearing them, you sink right into it. It feels really, really good. I'll explain more about what I think about it in a minute, but let me continue about what makes this insole so special. Up next, we have the arch, and I don't know if you can see the difference here, but I'll tap it so you can hear it. It's made of like really hard plastic, which you think might be weird, but what it says about the arch is that it's reinforced to support your foot, and that the unique arch design improves transition of weight from landing to push-off. So that's really cool. You do need kind of a resistance when you're running to get that push-off, to get that spring in your step. So that's what that is for. And then finally the ball of the foot, this dark blue area here, it's really cushy. You can kind of bend it, but it's still really thick. The thick ball of foot helps distribute pressure throughout push-off, and there's padding to improve cushioning. And then it also, at the bottom here, says that these insoles help prevent pain from shin splints, runner's knee, and plantar fasciitis. Okay, so now I'll tell you what I think about them. So I'm a college student, and I'm literally running 2 classes all day, and I'm standing up for like 8 hours a day. The other side of that is that I'm studying musical theater. So all of my classes are either dance classes or they're get up and stand on your feet classes and move around. So it's a lot of moving all day. There are very few sitting down taking note lectures. So I lead a very, very active life all week. And then I have rehearsals at night, which usually involve a lot of dancing, and yeah, it's a lot of moving. So my feet, as you might imagine, are usually pretty sore at the end of the day, and so are my knees, and that's even without trying to do something crazy like run. So already, that doesn't really set me up to be very motivated to be an active person outside of my active life. So when I got these, I thought, okay, well, I do like to be active, but only when I'm feeling like I can. So I thought, well, okay, I'll try them. I'll see if it inspires me to kind of reclaim that outside active lifestyle that I like to do. So the first thing I did was I put them in my tennis shoes, my running shoes, I should say, and I just wore them around campus. I didn't go for a run. I just ran to classes. And that cupped heel, I was feeling like I was sinking, but in a really good way. And I was feeling the push off in the arch. and my feet didn't hurt by the end of running around at the end of the day. So then when I would get to dance rehearsals, I noticed that my knees didn't hurt anymore and I was dancing better. Now, I tried to shove these in my dance shoes. That didn't work. They don't fit in shoes like that, but that's okay, because then I would just start wearing my running shoes to rehearsals once in a while, and it was wonderful. I could dance, I didn't hurt, I could dance for longer. I was only having to stop if I was out of breath, not because I was in pain. So then I decided to actually try running. And we have a running trail here on campus, and it's mostly dirt. It's a scenic running trail, and it felt really, really good in these shoes. Before that, I really would not have. Before I got the insoles, I probably wouldn't have tried running unless I had like a week break or something from my dancing and my classes. But now, even with my classes and everything, I still feel good enough that I can go for a run. And my friend saw me running by and she said, "I didn't know you could go that fast." And I really can. I can run faster and longer. I'm getting that support in the arch and the push-off. It's amazing. So absolutely, I would recommend these. They are a little bit pricey, which you probably would imagine just even looking at them. This is like the deluxe model. And it's a serious insole. It's for fitness. It's not just for your average aches and pains. So I would look for them at the drugstore. You might want to try finding a coupon for them, but I would absolutely say that these are an investment. If you want to invest in good running shoes, because your feet are really important, well, these are just as important. So you want to invest in good insoles as well. Also, you can trim these to your shoe size. These fit mine perfectly. You take the insole that came in your shoe, you take that out and you place it on this and you trace it. These were the perfect size for me, so I didn't have to do that. Now that it's colder outside, we just got snow the other day, first snow of the season. Now I'm running indoors on a treadmill, and that change in terrain, you would think it might take my joints a minute to kind of readjust to that. I really didn't feel much of a difference. I felt very comfortable, and I was really enjoying my run. So absolutely, I would recommend the Dr. Scholl's Active series for anyone who's active or anyone who thinks they can't be active because they're in pain. This might absolutely change your mind. So yeah, you can find them at places like Walgreens and Walmart. Just look around, see if you find them. They make them for men too, but Influencer, of course, sent me the women's size. So thank you, Influencer, and thank you, Dr. Scholl's, and I hope you learned something, and I would strongly recommend that you try them out. Thanks. Bye.